I just don't want to stay in a place where people would have different stereotypes about me. And also, I have to walk on eggshells because I don't want to offend anybody, or I don't want people to start thinking that I'm breaking into my own house or things like a lot of things happen. If you look on social media, there's so many things that are happening that you'll be wondering, wow. So I don't want to put myself in a place that other people have opportunity to maltreat me or maltreat my kids. Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. It's That Proud Black Woman again, and thank you so much for watching my videos. Thank you for subscribing, and if you haven't subscribed yet, remember to subscribe. Like, hit the subscribe button right now and turn on post notifications so that every time I post awesome videos, you're one of the first to get notified. So on this channel, I talk about all kinds of things. I'm not going to be limiting myself to just talking about racism because I want this channel to be more than that, okay? So anyway, today is a different story. So I'm here at the park with my kids because, if you know, quarantine hasn't been nice to anybody. Like, we can't go anywhere. The schools are closed, everything is closed, like even the parks are closed. But fortunately now, this week, they decided to turn on the splash pads, but ain't nobody taking my child to the splash pad because I don't know what other children have and I don't want them to bring it home to me. Anyway, enough of those long story. I know you don't want that. So on my way here, I was just thinking, what idea, like an idea popped into my head, like, you know how there's a light bulb on your head? This is an idea. So that exactly happened to me on my way here. So I thought to share with you guys. So I thought, is it better to live in a white neighborhood, the predominantly white neighborhood, or is it better to live in a predominantly black neighborhood, or is it good to live in like a multicultural neighborhood? So I thought, first of all, I don't want to be the only black person in a white neighborhood. Disclaimer, this is not an advice to anybody. It's not an advice to anybody. It is just my opinion and how I would like to live my own life. So please don't take it as an advice, and don't take it as a way to bash people that are living in all black neighborhood or in all white neighborhood or whatever, okay? This is my experience, so don't come after me. Anyway, so I was thinking to myself, I would rather not live in a predominantly white neighborhood, because you could see from other people, family, friends, cousins that I've spoken with, when like they live in such kind of neighborhoods, like they feel like they've been disconnected from the community. They don't feel included. And then people tend to stare, like, what's wrong with that? Like, why do people stare when you're just the only black person in that area or coming into that place? They're like, are you sure you're entering into the right neighborhood? Or things like that, right? So I don't want my child also to be the only black child in the school. Like, that's just you literally opening up the door for racism to occur. I was thinking to myself, I said, I don't want my child to be the only black boy in the school or black girl in the school, because you're just opening up the room for racism. However, in this situation, it might just be kids being mean or kids being curious, like asking, why are you black, or why do you look different, or things like that. And mind you, I have like little kids, so if there's no other black child in that school, of course they're going to be curious and they're gonna start asking questions, and those questions might start hurting the confidence of my child. So I don't want that either. However, thinking about only black neighborhoods as well, I don't want that. I don't want to live in only black neighborhoods, because if you look at the demographics also, in only black neighborhoods, there's like a lot of social injustice. There's a lot of less amenities. Like, they don't have as much good schools as other places. They don't have as much good infrastructural facilities. They don't have as much good hospitals. Like, it's just a lot of things going on in all black neighborhood, because I work, I pay my taxes, so I expect that my taxes will be used in such a way that I would benefit from it. So in other words, I would like to just live in a city where it's like multicultural. It doesn't matter your race, your color, that where everybody come together as one. Like where I live right now, every race, like there's no this part is just white people, or this part is just black people, or this part is just Hispanic people, or this part is just, like, it's not like that. And that way I feel comfortable in my skin. I don't have to look over my shoulders. Okay, so I would rather live in a place that is not predominantly anything. It's just a city, which is, most cities are just like that. But when you start going to the suburbs, because maybe you purchase the house that's cheaper in the suburbs, I tend to find that there's either predominantly Indian people, or predominantly Chinese people, or predominantly white people, things like that when you move to the suburbs. So I'd rather stay in the city until I'm able to afford a house than go to the suburbs where I hate my life every day I wake up, because every time people are looking at me like, what the heck are you doing in our neighborhood? So as I said before, this is just my opinion. It's not me saying that you have to be that way. It's not me advising you. It's not me trying to make you feel bad for the decisions that you have made in your own life. It's just me as a person saying, I don't want to live in any place that is predominantly anything. I don't want to school in a school that is predominantly black or predominantly white. I want to be in a place where I'm comfortable, they're multicultural, and I appreciate everybody's race, everybody's color, without looking over my shoulder. I hope you understand where I'm coming from. So that's why I chose Toronto in the first place. Like, I live in Toronto. So I don't want to be living in a place like where majority of them are white people. I don't say anything is wrong with that, but I just don't want to stay in a place where people would have different stereotypes about me. And also, I have to walk on eggshells because I don't want to offend anybody, or I don't want people to start thinking that I'm breaking into my own house, or things like a lot of things happen. If you look on social media, there's so many things that are happening that you'll be wondering, wow. So I don't want to put myself in a place that other people have opportunity to maltreat me or maltreat my kids, or in a situation where I have to fight for anything. I don't want to fight for anything. I just want to live my life, enjoy my life, like sit under the tree on a nice sunny day and have some fresh air without people looking at me in some type of way. Do you get where I'm coming from, right? All right, guys, thank you so much for watching, and remember, like, subscribe. Make sure you turn on notification bells, because if you subscribe and you don't turn on your notification bell, there's no way you're gonna get notified when I post new videos. And that's how you can support me, by watching my videos, by subscribing, by making sure you share with your family, your friends, your loved ones, and encouraging them to also subscribe. Thank you so much, and see you in my next video. Mwah. Bye.